have a really awesome video for you guys today. And if the audio sounds a little bit funny right now, well, it's because I'm recording straight out of the Canon EOS M and there's no external mic. Which brings me to what today's video is going to be about. So now many YouTubers, when they first break into the game, they think about video, they think about what they're going to edit their software with, but they don't really give much thought to audio. Audio is really huge, and as you can tell, it either makes or breaks a video sometimes. So I wanted to sort of record this first half with the stock Canon EOS M microphone so we can sort of lay a little baseline for what the audio is going to sound like with the internal microphone. Now the two mics I'm comparing today I feel that are most budget friendly are the Takstar 598 and the Rode VideoMicro. Now the Takstar is a little bit bigger and it is a shotgun style mic, and in this configuration it's about $37. Now this dead cat filter typically doesn't come with it. I bought it just to add it on because if we look at the Rode VideoMicro, it does come with a dead cat filter, so I wanted the sound to be even when we're comparing it. So I'm going to go ahead and connect up the Takstar so you guys can listen to it and see what you think. Okay, so now we're recording with the Takstar 598 and I'm about, I don't know, maybe 2 feet away from the camera. Now the mic is huge. I will tell you that on a Canon EOS M or any mirrorless small compact point and shoot camera, even with a removable lens, if it can accommodate an external mic, it's going to look goofy. So typically a lot of my videos are sort of a review, so this mic would work out pretty good if you're doing a review. But if you're a vlogger, it's going to look weird, and one of the things with this camera is the screen flips up behind, so it makes it a little bit hard to use this particular mic. You have to keep it off to the side, and even still, sometimes what happens with the dead cat, it gets into the shot. So now I'm going to go ahead and flip over to the Rode VideoMicro and let you take a listen to it. Alrighty, and now we are using the Rode VideoMicro, and this is a nice mic. One thing I like about this mic is that it pulls its power directly from the camera, which is huge because I can't tell you how many times I started recording with the Takstar and I forgot to turn it on. So that's one of the things that the Rode mic will have over the Takstar, is the ability to power itself right from the camera. You lose some of those granular controls such as a low pass filter and the decibel boost, but I think the microphone picks up a good amount of noise, so you really don't need those controls. And if you have on screen, you can go ahead and adjust the loudness from there and also the decibel boost. Now for both microphones, we didn't do anything, we just left the settings as they are, just so you can hear the sound raw out of the camera. And I'm not going to do anything in post to either one of these, so that way you can get a good idea of which is best for you. Now the Rode VideoMicro is going to be a lot smaller, a little bit more compact, and you can totally keep this on the front of the camera and you can still flip up the mic. You're going to see a little bit of the screen, but you're not going to be able to see yourself in frame. So again, you need to have something off to the side if you're using a Canon EOS M3 or a camera like Sony has where the screen flips up for that selfie view. But overall, I like this design. The price difference between both the Takstar and the Rode VideoMicro and the configurations I have is roughly about $20. So you got to sort of think, do you want to remember to turn it on or off, and what sound preferences do you like? I feel that the Canon with the Rode gives me a little bit denser, crisper sound. The Takstar is nice, but I still feel like it picks up a lot of ambient noise and it's just not as crisp. But for a budget mic, it does really well and it doesn't have to pull power from the camera, so that's a definite plus. Well, that's gonna about do it for this test. As you can see, both these mics are really great in their own different ways, and again, it just depends. Is $20 worth going with the size, or is $20 worth it being compact and no battery? I really like both of these mics. I end up keeping both of them in my lineup just because they both offer something a little bit more versatile than the other. But if I had to choose with just one to go with, I'd probably go more towards the Rode just because it's more compact, and if you're breaking into vlogging or if you're doing reviews, it's easy enough to turn that mic around so you can face it if you're behind the camera. And it's also less awkward to set up a vlogging setup, whether the microphone is up top or on the side. However you rig it, it's definitely a little bit more mobile. That's gonna about do it for this video, guys. If you liked the video, don't forget to smash that like button. And if you didn't like it, that other button's there as well. And if you're already not, make sure you go ahead and hit here and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more content just like this. I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.